Driver's license testers. What's the worst thing a kid has done without batting an eye? While taking the driving test, my best friend was coming to a 4-way stop sign in our small rural town. The tester said to go straight. So she did. Without stopping at the sign. Just drove right through without batting an eye. He basically told her, well, you failed. If you want to just drive back. Last year I was making a left turn at a light and a car swerved into my lane and hit me. Turns out was someone taking their driver's test. I'm not exactly sure how driver's test car insurance works, but the instructor told me we had to wait for the police and take details of everything. I'm guessing the driver did not pass. My best friend's son just failed because he went the wrong way down a busy 4-lane road. Luckily, they made it safely into a parking lot and the testing administrator drove them back. The kids make minor mistakes, and yes, some do make scary mistakes. However, it's the adults that scare me most. Especially the seniors who are up for re-exam. Probably the worst test I've ever been on was this man in his 90s. I instructed him to turn onto a street when it is safe to do so, and he turned, narrowly missing a pedestrian. Not only that, but he was driving on the wrong side of the road. He came head to head with another car who pulled over to let him go. He was laughing about it because he was under the impression that it was a one-way road. When I got back to the office with him, I cut the test short and got him back in the quickest and safest way possible. He was astounded when I told him it was not a one-way street. Me, did you see any one-way signs? Him, no, but I assumed you were going to take me on one. Huh. Edited for clarity. Sorry. Edit. Opposite kind of story here. When I was taking driver's ed, I was in a car that had the brake on the passenger side for the instructor to use just in case. Going 35 down fairly busy street, my car all of a sudden comes to a complete stop. In horror I look over at my instructor, who is sound asleep with his foot on the brake. I just sat there dumbfounded. After a couple people honked, real quickly shook himself awake, mumbled a quick accelerate and sat up adjusting his glasses. So that was fun. My grandfather used to be a tester. He had one girl forget which way to turn the steering wheel, and they ended up in a ditch. My dad was friends with a guy who worked for the registry giving the road test. His best story was of a kid who took his test while it was raining. He started driving without the windshield wipers on. The guy figured he was nervous, so tried to give him a break saying, "It's raining pretty hard, huh?" The kid was white-knuckled on the steering wheel and just said, "Yeah." Again trying to give the kid a break, he said, "Don't you think you should do something about that?" The kid said, "Yeah." Apparently he didn't know where the wiper controls were, so he rolled down the driver's side window and stuck his head out. At that point he stopped the test and failed him. In my local area, a guy in his mid-20s failed the test for some reason. At this point in time the results of the test were shared in the car. After being told he failed, he proceeded to get out of the car and grab an axe out of the trunk. I don't know any more details beyond that, but apparently it is why the results are shared inside the licensing building rather than in the car. While I was waiting for my turn to do my 450 test, I watched a guy in a semi back into a light pole, and instead of seeing what, he gently backed into, gassed it, and knocked it over. Needless to say, I didn't get to take my test for an hour or so while they cleaned it up. Answered his phone. McDonald's discontinues the Happy Meal and introduces the Angry Meal. What kind of food and toys are in it? Nothing. Just absolutely nothing. That's why you're angry. That's why your dad's angry. That's why Karen is angry. You were given a meal box and there was one oil drenched fry inside. Have fun, angry child. They're exactly the same. It's just the toys now all make noise and can't be turned off. A McDonald's job application. Salad, just lettuce. Coupons for the ice cream machine that never works. Hospital bills. Parking tickets. -10 French fries. Dial-up internet. The cashier just leans out the drive-through window and punches your toddler in the face. Then says, "Enjoy your knuckle sandwich." The toy is just one of those amusement park photos of your kid getting smoked. Just little real-life characters. Bleep boss. Crazy road rage commuters. Angry ex-wife. Overbearing mother-in-law. Parasiticon. 12 cold fries, a hamburger with extra ketchup and a bite already taken out, 1 cigarette butt. The toy is a cheap dildo. So you can go bleep yourself. Krusty the Clown doll with a back switch set to evil. Extra. Spicy chicken nuggets. What are the weirdest subreddits on Reddit? r/dit the Vikings wins. It's one guy counting days until the Minnesota Vikings win the Super Bowl. He says it's done all by hand and not a bot. r/old ladies baking peas. NSFW. Kind of. r/anime calendar. /r/picture a Sophian sleeping. It's a sub where this guy used to post a picture every day of his roommate, Ian, sleeping. Unfortunately, Ian moved out, and the sub died, but Ian has made a few appearances over the years, most recently a few months ago. r/fed legs. A subreddit dedicated to this man's fetish of painting legs yellow. No other body part, just the legs. And specifically yellow. r/whatfwish and its distant cousin r/whatf garage sale. Some of the things that are out there are weird. r/grandpa Johat. It's literally a sub full of people hating on Grandpa Joe from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. r/Chess and Dewata. They rate everything NSFW. r/Ganetival. A subreddit dedicated to porn that's been made SFW with paint. Some funny stuff on there. /r/bleeplips. NSFW. For those of you that can't click the link, it's a sub where people photoshop out the bleep when a woman is giving a blowjob but leave a bit of the head, which makes her mouth look closed, resulting in a very weird face. Here is a swish example of what I mean. https://i.com/z18rm3s.jpg. Who are the most underappreciated people in our society? Janitors, bus drivers, or people who operate public transit in general. Being responsible for getting people from point A to point B in a safe, cheap and timely manner each day seems like something pretty noble tbh. Sewage line workers, they go through a lot to make sure you're able to use a toilet instead of an outhouse. People whose jobs require them to go to other people's houses. I have a number of friends who have told me about their horror stories / terrible experiences as home security system installers, HVAC installers, etc. You have to go in with the mentality that literally anything could be in there. You have to conform to that person's lifestyle / attitudes, etc. For the time that you're there. Garbage men. People who answer questions on Stack Overflow. Social workers, especially child protection. We get so much crap from the public. I've been smeared on Facebook more times than I can count, and there are so many people who hate me because of my job, but man, if they seen what I seen, it would be a different story altogether. Janitors, at schools, fast food places, etc, nurses / CNAs, housekeepers, and my job, laundry at a nursing home. Most underpaid and high stress work. I even get looked down by the nurses and CNAs at my job, lol. Mental health professionals that patiently help people deal with depression and anxiety. Wikipedia writers or editors. Serious, how do you keep your head up when nobody wants to be your friend, no matter how hard you try? **ATTENTION. Serious tag notice. Jokes, puns, and off-topic comments are not permitted in ****ANY** comment, parent, or child. Parent comments that aren't from the target group will be removed, along with their child replies. Report comments that violate these rules. Posts that have few relevant answers within the first hour, and posts that are not appropriate for the serious tag will be removed. Consider doing an AMA request instead. Thanks for your cooperation and enjoy the discussion. I'm a bot, and this action was performed automatically. Please contact the moderators of this subreddit, /message /compose /to equals /r/askreddit if you have any questions or concerns. Stop trying. People can smell desperation and they react badly to it. Do the things you enjoy. Live your life to the fullest. Enjoy the beauty of the world. It is very beautiful, and find pursuits that interest you. You might be alone, but you'll be interested and involved, and there will come a time when other like-minded people will perk up and take notice. A lot of the people who have trouble making friends are going about it wrong. You can't make friends by being dishonest. You make friends by being honest and caring about their feelings and what interests them. Do not try to impress people with how smart you think you are. They don't care. Do not try to impress people with how good you are. They don't care. Do not try to impress people with how much you know about certain subjects. They don't care. Be humble. It's also important to remember that only you can judge yourself based on your intentions. Others can only judge you on your actions. In other words, follow through. Try not to dwell on it. If you focus too much on that or try too hard, people get a weird vibe. I try to journal about things I'm grateful for. It's extremely difficult in the moment and sometimes makes me even more bitter and angry for a split second. But it's worth a shot. Just shoot for like 3 things. Even if they don't directly relate to your situation. I volunteered at the animal shelter a lot in high school and also got a few hobbies and took classes outside of school. Making friends is hard, but I've found that, as long as I'm doing what I'm interested in, try to go out of my way to be helpful. When I see a easy way to be, that doesn't get in the way, I'm very clumsy and awkward, and can bleep it up, and don't expect anything out of people, then I at least get positive interactions and some good times out of it. This is going to sound hokey and I understand, if everyone downvotes it, but you gotta be your own friend first. Not the I'm an okay person kind. The type that says, I know it's rough. I know you beat yourself up. But you're a great person and I believe in you. Things are going to work out. Trust me. Love yourself hard. Shamelessly hard. Then when you've learned to do that, you'll begin to treat others that way. And that's how you make friends. I didn't have friends at all through high school and it's really hard, I won't lie, but what got me through was finding a good online group of friends or just a good online community. Also, like, if you can, surround yourself with family, maybe try a new hobby, that kind of thing. You just have to be your own friend in a way. I was just looking and I couldn't find one, but I helped someone out and we just kept chatting after I had helped them. I have 3 people I would count as friends. The rest are acquaintances at best. None of them are people I ever thought I would be friends with, and we are all completely different people. One of them I met at work cause I noticed he was browsing Reddit, and he was shocked I even knew what Reddit was. The other fancied my then boyfriend, and my current flatmate saved me from getting sexually assaulted. The point is, sometimes you make friends in the most unlikely places. Having things in common is great, but not necessary to bond with a person. I know keeping your head up is hard, but as someone who struggles to make any sort of lasting deeper connection, I promise you it will happen. And sites like Reddit can be great to talk to like-minded people. Bleep gets better. Maybe you'll never be the life and soul of the party, but so what? Bleep it. It's better on the sidelines.